Alright, fresh off the I Have a Problem edition. Yes, I'm going to continue this problem by telling you about some more things that I just recently got. If you read the title, you realize that Criterion had a flash sale. This lasted for 24 hours. It was like the day before Valentine's Day. It's like the 12th through the 13th or whatever. So, I actually bought a few things. I got 6 things. 2 Japanese things, 2 French things, and 2 American things. And I've been buying Criterion like a madman lately. I don't know why, but I'm running out of normal Blu-rays to own that aren't new releases. And so I really wanted to get these. But okay, so let me just shut up and let me show you what I got. First one is Jean Reno's Genoirs. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Leah Chung, which is a French film. It came out in 1931. I don't really know much about it, but I know that it's a power struggle and it's a lot about class division, and it's really just a social commentary on the time period that it is released in, especially in French society. But I'm really looking forward to this. I know it's about a love triangle, and I'm really excited to look at this. Now, the second thing, Jean Renoir's, is the more famous Rules of the Game. I do not know anything about this, once again. However, now I do know that this is on the top of a lot of top 100 movies of all time. This came out in 1939. This is a French film. Also kind of a social critique on what's going on in society today. So honestly, I really don't know much about the director myself. I'm trying to learn myself. Obviously, that's why I'm going to read up on the director, read some of the film essays in these Criterions, and also just watch the film. That way I can better understand the time period that these things come out in. But I'm really looking forward to Rules of the Game. It's one of the greatest movies of all time, so I've been told. So I'm really looking forward to it. All right, let's move over from France to Japan to a couple of things. First is Tokyo Story by Yoshijiro Ozu, which I have over here, another Ozu film. This is right over here, late spring, that I got quite some time ago. But I'm really looking forward to Tokyo Story because I've heard this is actually the quintessential Ozu film. Also, it's just, I think, a take on generational differences. And this is right after post-World War II. And so this elderly couple is going to visit their family. I'm really looking forward to this film. This is also one of the highly acclaimed films of all time. So Ozu, I can't wait to check out all of his films. But we're moving on from Ozu to Kurosawa, which we all know, and his late, great Kagemusha, which is released in 1980. This was a film that came out right before Ran, I believe. These are the 2 movies that are kind of on the epic scale of money, I think. And so this is really about, obviously, samurai. This is a warlord dies, a peasant thief is called upon to impersonate him, finds himself haunted in a warlord spirit, as well as his own ambitions. So this is a really cool epic, it looks like, and kind of a little bit of a ghost story in a little sense. But I don't know really much about these things. The reason I get these things, I like to point out, I got these movies because of recommendations, and also I talk to a lot of my friends who have potentially seen these movies, and they tell me to get them or not. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Kurosawa's Kagemusha. I'm also really looking forward to seeing most of Kurosawa's films. I've seen a lot of them, but I have not seen some. So let's move over from Japan to America to some classics. We got 1955's Night of the Hunter. I don't really know much about this, but I've heard this is a pretty crazy film, and this is pretty highly acclaimed. This is a film directed by Charles Lofton. And so I've heard that name before, and I've also heard that this movie is this weird standalone masterwork, kind of a horror suspense movie. And so I'm really looking forward to this film. I've heard nothing but really fantastic things about this one. This one was expensive, and I'm glad that the Criterion sale had this 50% off, so I'm glad that happened. And finally, moving over a little down the bay is 1954's On the Waterfront. I also wanted to get this. This has been on my list for a long ass time, but Criterion 50% off sale, and so I got Marlon Brando's On the Waterfront, and this is, I don't really know much about it besides the fact that it really talks about individual failure and social corruption. And so it's going to be a good film, and also it's got really nice packaging. So overall, those were my Criterion picks in the Criterion flash sale that happened And I'm really excited to watch all these films. I've had a lot of these on my list for quite some time. I've really wanted to check these movies out, and I've really wanted to just explore more and more facets and areas of film. So we have things from France, Japan, and America. I'm going to keep looking at more things. I'm going to keep looking at more things as I'm trying to build my own knowledge and history of film and really understanding of what's going on in the world today and the time period that these things came out in. Anyways, I want to thank you so much for checking this out, this little mini kind of Blu-ray haul, but it's a big one because Criterions are kind of expensive. And so thank you so much for checking this out. Give me a like, comment down below, let me know what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on The Jones Around.